drives, hangs, scores! I believe Will Hardy got a timeout.
All hell broke loose last night. Wild endings, clash of the two best teams in the conference, both in the East and the West. And man, these games went out of control. But first, the ending in Utah was something that you rarely see in an NBA game. Lebron and AD carried the Lakers all the way to a 4-point lead with a minute to go. But the Jazz love drama.
Sexton over the top. Keontae, he'll drive. Inside, tied up, there's a foul on one. Yes, indeed. Keontae George, despite some struggles, hits a clutch bucket with just over a minute to play.
So in a crucial possession, you know exactly where the ball is going to go.
LeBron, to his left, to his right. Lost the handle, picks it up. Wants it back, he's got 3 on the shot clock. Down to 2-1, drives and hits. That is vintage.
Man, this looked so easy for LeBron. Despite the pressure, never in a rush, took his time and just flipped this one in with the left hand. Amazing. But as it turned out, the Lakers would need another bucket if they wanted to keep the cushion and stay afloat in the finish. So this is when the real madness begins.
7 seconds between shot clock, game clock. LeBron deep 3, up and out. Rebounded, Kessler. Here comes Sexton, a chance to win. 6 down to 5. Collin, stop and go. Drives, hangs, scores! I believe that Will Hardy got to center court and got a timeout.
What just happened? You see Will Hardy here clearly telling them to go, but then calls a timeout just as Sexton was attacking the basket and erases what would have been a game-winning bucket, and Sexton's face pretty much says it all. But despite that, they still have one final shot out of the timeout.
Here we go. Sends a ball. My oh my, they collapsed 3 Lakers on Collin Sexton, denied from behind the 3-point line. And what could have been, but not tonight.
Unbelievable. I don't know if I've ever seen an ending like this where a coach changes his mind and he was regretful after the game.
You know, we like to let people go in that situation. Yeah, it's tough. I did what I did, and, you know, we all have responsibilities at the end. But yeah, I hope we get another situation like that, and I'll just start walking to the bench and sit down when he goes full court.
But last night, all eyes were in Cleveland, where the Cavs finally get their chance for revenge on their home court. And they jumped on it right away.
2 weeks ago, the Cavs bench was terrific. Denny used only 3 players as Levert goes high off the window over the outstretched arm of Porzingis. Yeah, 4 regulars. He only played 3 reserves as Ty Jerome checks in, and he promptly does that.
Not letting him get that defensive rebound or offensive rebound. So.
Niang again. He pockets the corner 3. George Niang's a perfect 3 for 3 from deep, and the Cavaliers have opened up an 11-point lead.
But a championship team like Boston knows how to weather the storm, and they made it only a 2-point deficit at halftime. This allowed Tatum to go nuclear in the third quarter.
Against Mobley, he puts him in the mix, he fires, he scores!
He loves that matchup when he gets the big on him.
Tatum clears himself. That's one of the best cutting teams in the NBA. Tatum hits it from a mile.
Now he's got 3s in his pocket.
Tatum explodes with 17 points in the third, completely turning the game around and entering the fourth with a 12-point lead. This is when the Cavs needed to show that their last game and everything they've been doing this season is not a fluke. This was the time to show character, and boy did they.
In the fourth quarter as Donovan Mitchell, this is his time as well. Here in this fourth quarter as Merrill got it off a broken play. Sam Merrill, the Cavs are back within 6. Clamp things up defensively. Okoro for 3. Hey! Knocks it down.
This is exactly what the Cavs fans needed. The fight of a contending team. So with Cleveland all the way back, Donovan Mitchell takes over and unlocks God mode.
Keep the ball out of 45's hands. Okoro sprays one to Mobley. Now it's in the hands of Mitchell, and he delivers.
Excellent play. Good ball movement by the Cavaliers.
Mitchell just crossed over Holiday. His 3 is perfect. Oh, mercy.
Tell you what, that is a big-time shot. There's nothing you can do about that.
Mitchell goes to work. Donovan floats. His dazzling fourth quarter continues.
Unbelievable. Mitchell eviscerates the Celtics defense for 20 points in the fourth quarter, pretty much winning the game for the Cavs in a finish that turned into a free throw shooting contest, and Cleveland evens the season series, but more important than that, they keep proving the entire league that they're for real. And the Rockets also needed to show that they are for real after shockingly standing still at the number 2 spot in the West even 20 games into the season. So they fought till the end to keep it going against the leader of the conference.
The double, the kick, this for the tie. Yes! Tied it up at $108. Scored 15 in the fourth. No! Yes!
That 15 action so good.
But this is when we come to the moment where the roof almost crashed down.
Go.
Green on Williams. To Van Fleet from the parking lot.
He points to the heavens.
Unbelievable!
A rainbow three almost from the logo touches the sky and comes back down, hitting nothing but the bottom of the net. What a shot from Van Vliet. But the Thunder are unfazed by it, so the drama continues.
It's like another playoff game like we just saw. The Rockets were in Minneapolis. SGA misses. Hartenstein with the board to Wallace for three. Oh! Ties it up!
And things start to escalate in the final minute.
Fred's got the hot hand. Shingo's been cleaning up.
Another one! No, not this time. And then Brooks ties up Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williams. Here come both teams. Here comes Rocket security. And we got a scrum in front of the Rocket bench.
Man, you hate him as your opponent, but his teammates love Dillon Brooks. He fights for another chance getting the dead ball, then secures the extra possession for the Rockets. And best of all,
Tap in by Brooks, tracked down by Van Vliet. Here we go. Off the pick, back to Şengün. Puts on the brakes, works on Hartenstein, falls down, finds Brooks, shoots for the lead!
the Rockets have the lead after a bunch of wild possessions in the closing minutes, so now all they gotta do is step up on the defensive end as well, which is exactly what happens, forcing Shea into a double clutch tough shot and a miss. Now watch what happens here. OKC chooses not to foul and they chase the Rockets all over the floor for almost the entire possession, getting the shot clock down under 5 seconds, and then
There you go.
And finally Joe gets Fred.
why did they waste all that time then? This was inexplicable, but Freddie doesn't care about that and he stays clutch at the line, deciding the game right there and then. At least he thought so.
Wallace looking.
Back up.
Comes
no
into
foul.
Williams.
There you go.
Made it! Uh-oh.
Gotta get it.
What a shot by Williams, and we're not going anywhere. Houston has to knock down more free throws and get one final stop at the end.
14 at the line. Williams, the lob. Williams, the catch. The turnaround counts. If it goes, it does not. And the Rockets have won the game. They beat the Oklahoma City Thunder.
A crazy ending. The Rockets keep stunning teams and showing everyone that they too plan on being serious this year. This is something that the Mavs are still trying to do, recovering from a very slow start of the season. And the uphill climb for them continued in a game that they should have had in the bag already, but instead,
Here's Avdia. He can tie it.
Dallas was lucky to even have a tie with a minute to go. And with Kyrie not playing, it was going to have to be a Luka hero ball or somebody stepping up and hitting a clutch shot for the Mavs. Thankfully for them, it was the latter.
The return of Luka tonight. What can he deliver here in a late game situation? Makes a pass. Washington let the closeout fly by. And with the shot clock winding down, he drills the corner three.
But in the clutch, Denny Avdia comes up huge. First with the crucial layup to keep it close, and then
What a shot fake by Washington. Offensive foul.
wow, all of a sudden Avdia could potentially be the hero of the game. Only thing is,
After review, the first illegal contact is Avdia when he holds Dinwiddie's arm. The challenge is successful. There is a defensive foul. Dinwiddie will shoot the penalty.
and just like that, Portland goes from a chance to take the lead to a 3-point deficit. And then this.
Here's Dallas defending the lead. 3 points. Sharp goes down. Steal. Grimes stole the ball. And now Grimes is being chased. And Grimes up ahead. Gabbert slam dunk.
Heads up,
Slam dunk.
Heads up play.
Finally, Dallas can breathe, securing this win and continuing their climb up the standings. Speaking of climb, Orlando is on a furious run, winning 12 out of their last 13 games. Mind you, all of them without Paolo Banchero. Sure, the schedule has been favorable, but you have to win them and prove that you're a serious team. All of that without your franchise star. And the Magic deserve all the credit, standing firm at the number 3 spot in the East.
A steal for Jalen Suggs. And a reverse jam for Jalen Suggs. He's fired up.
And this has been the exact same story for the Clippers as well, who despite seemingly dismantling the team have been playing some terrific basketball, and one of my favorite players in the league has a lot to do with that.
It was Russ that set that up. Can Norm do it again? Yes.
It's to beat. Now it's Gordon. Pops into him and lays it in when they trail by 10. Powell for the lead. Book it. 87-85.
Norman Powell almost single-handedly gets the Clippers back in the game against the Nuggets. He's having by far the best season in his career, 23 points per game on a blistering 49.6% from downtown on a high volume. And with James Harden's 39 points going prime Harden mode with 13 free throws in this game, the Clippers keep their thing going.
Harden creates the space and lets it fly. Oh, it's good! 37 for Harden! 5 to shoot for Harden. Man in the corner for 3. Oh, he did it! 123, 116. Rebound goes to Harden. He played every single minute of the second half. It's fitting that he gets the final play. A virtuoso effort from Harden. 39 points, 11 assists, and 9 rebounds.
And who could have predicted the Spurs being above teams like Minnesota and Sacramento in the standings?
3 seconds on the clock. Wembanyama has to fade away. And he put it in! He's got 32 points! They have fought back hard tonight. Wembanyama keeps hangs. How did he put that in?
A 34-point triple-double by Wembanyama, with San Antonio hitting 23 threes on 50% from downtown. But even this wasn't enough to put the Kings away in this one.
Monk, Fox, 3. Got it.
So in a pivotal possession, the ball ends up right where it needs to be for this shot.
Passes out. Crawl. Put in a 3. Chris Paul.
A huge 3 for Chris Paul. Is this finally enough for the win?
Fox, step back 3. In and out. Sabonis on the offensive glass. Kick it out. Monk 3. Got it.
What a game. Now the Spurs have to hit clutch free throws to secure this one. And watch what happens.
They continue to send our guys to the line.
Now they missed it, but the Spurs got the offensive rebound. Clock ticks. Chris Paul fouled.
Wow, Sacramento got the miss they wanted, but they couldn't get the ball, and San Antonio continues to show what happens when you get a few veterans on the team, one of which is the point guard himself. And speaking of that position, Elfrid Payton was a solid point guard before falling out of the league in 2022. And now he comes back 900 days after his last game looking like prime Magic Johnson. You gotta check out what he did right here in this video. Talk to you in the next one. Peace out.